Hi there guys, welcome to Respawn number 28. I am Gamestah's RagnaroK. I am here at the Latrobe University Bandura Union Hall. I am here casting all the DOTA2 action that will be coming out from Respawn LAN here today. We also have League of Legends cast up on our Gamestah TV number 2. If anyone wants to go and check out the League of Legends games that are going on, we do have Kit Fox as well as Cold Blood casting those at the moment. But you would be here for the DOTA2, so without further ado, let's shoot over there and have a quick look at how it's all going. Now, where's my hotkey? There it is. All good. So we have NOT111 Gaming going up against, proudly sponsored by Centrelink. Both of these teams, I have no idea, but it looks like they quite interesting. Some of the picks and bans from last time that I saw, they're coming up, but we do have already the bans out. We do have a Nyx Assassin as well as an Outworld Destroyer by NOT111 Gaming, and we do have Batrider as well as Darkseer from proudly sponsored by Centrelink. First pickup has already been done. It is Nagasara, and proudly sponsored by Centrelink has picked that up, being such a strong, more of a support role as of late rather than a carry, which we saw at the International 3. She was more into that support role with the big AoE sleep that she can do down on everyone. There is 5 seconds remaining, and an Earthshaker. Looks like they're going to be picking up the supports. Earthshaker, not the support you'd always see, and it looks like they're going 2 supports straight up, not picking any big heroes very early on. Going 2 supports, Earthshaker and Keeper of the Light. That's a very spammy lane. Earthshaker will be kept up with his mana from Keeper of the Light and just be able to spam out that Fissure. We do have Clockwork Goblin now being picked up by proudly sponsored by Centrelink. Most likely an offlane Clockwork, or could be safe lane. They could go aggressive tri lane. We are unsure yet. We have to wait for the rest of them, but we do have more bans coming out now. First one to ban will be proudly sponsored by Centrelink. Just looks like they're going to be biting into their reserve time a little bit here, so they're going to see what they're going to pick up. As you can hear, the lolcast is going off next to me. The boys are going quite ballistic over it, but hopefully it doesn't affect my microphone too much, seeing it is on the other side of my face. But they have eaten into their reserve time a little bit now. They will be picking up while I am doing that. Let's hope it doesn't pop up onto the big screen. It shouldn't matter too much. There we go. I will just shoot over to our Twitch stream, so I'm going to be able to see everything you boys, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be thinking. I'll just make sure I mute the sound so we don't get a double overlay of what's going on. But it does look like they've already ticked down to a minute of their extra time, so they're thinking very hard about this ban, and it will be a Chen that will get banned out right now. But we do have the chat room. Yes, I am in it. Thank God. I was having a little bit of an issue with the chat room earlier on, but luckily that is now fixed, so we'll flick that over. Alright, so we do have the Chen B picked out as well as Lifesteal. Lifesteal is such a great carry as of late. People finally figured out how strong he actually is. And it does look like Instaban now comes out with the Timbersaw. That Timbersaw is such an elusive hero, can get away so easily with those hook shots. But now we've got the bans coming out from NOT111 Gaming. Their second last ban of this whole phase. So, last ban of this banning phase. And it will look like they'll go into their extra time a little bit more. By the way, guys, if you are around the Melbourne area or in Bandura at all, just shoot down to the Latrobe University. The Union Hall Respawn's held here every time. Usually run about 4 a year. And it's just a great time for anyone to come down and have a look at. Nerds galore down here. Everyone's welcome to come down and have a look. But we do have a final ban coming out now. It was the Gyrocopter and a Bristleback. This is something you don't often see get picked up in competitive play at all, is a Bristleback. But if he does get a pretty distant start, something exciting is going on over at the LOL desk. But Bristleback, if he does get a good start, he's very hard to kill, and he does a lot of damage. But the trouble is he's got to get that start off and be able to get a couple of things. And it does look like we're going to have a IO come out from proudly sponsored by Centrelink. So you wonder who they're going to actually tether that up with, whether it's going to be a Tiny or a Chaos Knight. But that will be their safe lane carry most likely. So I'm going to be waiting. This is just... sorry, that bristleback's just sort of throwing me through a loop. I'm very unsure on what is going on with that. Because he hasn't, but that ultimate, once he starts getting a couple of those ultimate stacks up, it makes him so much harder to kill, especially when he's running away. And he does get bonus damage per stacks that go out from his bristles, as well as that bristleback. And the more the damage he takes from behind, it will do bonus cool sprays, and people could just take so much damage if you keep following, you keep attacking him from behind, and it just stacks and stacks and stacks all on top of each other. The stacks do bonus damage coming up. There it is. Cool base damage, 20, 40, 60, 80. Cool stack per damage is 30. So you get another 30 damage on top of every single bristle that comes out of there. But it is going to be a Luna that gets picked up now from NOT111 Gaming. And a Tiny to complement up that IO. So that Tiny's going to be a farming Tiny. So it does look like both teams have sort of left their mid lane open, and that's going to be what the bans are going to focus on. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was some sort of Queen of Pain band coming out very shortly, or a Templar Assassin. So well, some of those stronger mid laners. See, Bat Rider is already been picked up. So so much downtime, so little to talk about right now. And it looks like our League of Legends game has just managed to be picked up, and a puck. There we go. 3. Channel 3, boys. Sorry about that, guys. He was trying to tell everyone that they were over at Twitch TV number 1. Unfortunately, we are all on Twitch TV number 3. So, and here we go. The final picks have been put out. A Silencer and an Invoker have been both picked up now. Silencer in the mid lane, that will be very interesting. Usually it doesn't get picked up as a hard carry so much as a support, but the Invoker, very low base damage early on. I wonder if we're going to see that Quas, Wex, or the Wex Exhort build come out. Can't join. But, yes, so these players are going to get in. They're just selecting up all their players right now. Sponsored by Centrelink, proudly sponsored by Centrelink, will be on the Radiant side. We will have the dire advantage that will be going down on for NOT111. But we do have Fatty playing on top of that Clockwork. Nada will be playing on the Invoker, as well as, yeah, good luck. I'm just going to call him Bar. Playing on the IO, Infinity on the Naga, and Legendary Sosin going to be playing on that Tiny. When we go over to the Dyer's picks, we will have the Bristleback being played by Morgigigan. Sorry, that's a little thing from Period Flex. Count Dooku will be playing on that Silencer. Earthshaker would be Deadman. Luna will be playing by throwing keyboards, as well as Corksy on the Keeper of the Light. And it does look like they're going for an aggressive tri-lane very early on here with the Spam Fissure. Keeper of the Light, really not that great of a hero to have in a tri-lane. Sorry guys, I've just got to change up a couple of settings here. My where is game? Those are the ones I want. Interface. Just so we could get it down to get a little bit of a smoother running. Yeah, there we go. That's much better going out there. It does look like there's a little bit of lag coming up right now. Unsure of why that is. I might just close that down and see how we go now. There we go. That seems a little bit better. But it does look like we have Earthshaker, Keeper of the Light, and the Luna. This is not the strongest aggressive tri-lane out there. They've only really got one hard stun, no real slows, and that's Deadman's Earthshaker. He will be playing down, and he'll be the one who's going to have to set that up with some great fishes trying to block everyone off. And we do have the Silencer, as I said. He will be playing on top in that mid. And then he's going to be going up Invoker. Invoker has gone that early point Exhort. You have a look, he's gone lots of stats as well as some consumables there. And he gets it a deny straight out very early on. And there we go, they're roaming through the bush. Nah, nothing going on down there. And it is going to be tri-lane against tri-lane. Wisp and Naga, not the greatest one, although Naga Net can do quite a bit there. And as well as Wisp can get a good tether somewhere. And manage to get a stun up. On one of them, especially with these two supports. They're not very strong early on, and they're very, very have a lot of mana consumption. And there's only one ranged down here, but he's doing a good job of harassing down onto that Earthshaker, trying to keep him out, trying to keep him away. And all this that's going on right now is keeping them well out from trying to do that pull. It has been warded up. They haven't tried to deward. Do they have any dewards down here? They do on top of the Naga Siren, but she hasn't tried to go and deward anything just yet. Meanwhile, we go up to the top lane. We have Bristleback going up against, where is Clockwork Goblin? Clockwork Goblin shouldn't have too much of an issue down here. He's going to probably snowball away a little bit in this lane. Not much that Bristleback can do, especially in early levels, because that Quill Spray, there's really not enough damage, and he doesn't have the mana pool to be able to do it. And Birthblood down on bottom lane, and it will go to the Invoker with a Sunstrike going down on top of the Keeper of the Light. And there we go, the Wisp Tether in right now. He's going to be going down. But that's the danger of having an Invoker with Exhort early on. At moment he hits level 2, he does have Sunstrike up. I mean, it only does what, 100 damage at level 1, but it's still 100 damage, and it is pure damage, so it will hit very, very hard. And when you have a look at the Keeper of the Light, he's only got 416 HP. He's only got all consumables. He doesn't have anything else on him, so you know, and there we go, down on the Earthshaker again. Sunstrike comes out, and that's going to be a dead Earthshaker as well. And they're going now on the Luna. Pick up 2 kills down here. Naga Siren, there was a split between, and the Keeper of the Light only just gets out, and that net is doing some big, big work down here, just helping out, keeping everyone in place. The Invoker doesn't have to worry too much about anything. He can just easily get himself out. So, sorry, get down that Sunstrike, so there's no issue. And there we go, we have the Wisp. He is going to, there was wind over, but the 2 sentries have now gone down just to get rid of that 1 ward. So is there any more wards? There should be. I think I saw a couple on the Earthshaker. Yes, there is 1 more ward on the Earthshaker, so he's going to be able to easily place another ward there, most likely somewhere else, but I'm forgetting. I will put the last hit and denies up for you guys. Invoker's leading on 10-11 now, so whoops, sorry guys, you went for a bit of a black screen there. But yeah, he is leading the last hits, as well as Clockwork, and as much as this Tiny's had a free lane, he's a little bit behind in the last hits, even though he does have a couple of kills, so that is still going to boost him up a little bit more. No, actually he has no kills, he's got the 3 assists, but that is going to keep him up quite nicely. And Tiny, he's going to have no issues with last hitting for now. He does already have his boots of speed up. He's almost got enough for his phase boots. He's really not too far off. 1 last hit. Nope, not going to be able to get it. And there we go. We have an engage coming up again. And they're probably already calling for it. Nope, but it's not going to happen. We do have, and this dead man's going to be dead again, and Aya is going to pick that up with his Wisp, and Keeper of the Light, you're in a really bad position. And we got Luna. It looks like she really wants to try and get down on top of this Tiny, but Tiny is going to escape. The tether from the IO will make sure that he gets out perfectly fine, but this aggressive tri-lane is really not working for them. They've come down here. The aim of an aggressive tri-lane is to really get quick kills, as many of you can, as quickly as you can, and they haven't been able to do it because you've got 3 in a lane and they're taking away all the experience. They really should just leave the Luna down here, go up and help the Bristleback, try and get on top of this Clockwork, because Clockwork is just absolutely dominating this lane. Has double the amount of last hits that the Bristleback does. Oh, but it's just changed a little bit. He does got it, but it does look like Invoker is alone in this mid lane. Silencer did have to go back to the middle lane, and the Silencer is even getting quite decimated in this middle lane. He is only on 6 last hits, and I mean, like, there's 7 now, but Keeper of the Light gets another kill down here on bottom lane, and they're just diving them now. They are so strong, they have no issues. And there we go, the toss goes up and puts both of them very, very low, and they're not going to be able to do anything now down here. And this is going to be a tower at minutes, probably about minute 6. They should be able to get this tower if they really wanted to push down hard on it and just basically get rid of the laning phase right out. Detox giving me a little bit of a shout out down here while I'm in the middle of casting this game, and flash is going off in my eyes from the people taking photos. Don't forget, guys, I am at La Trobe University in Bandura for Respawn LAN. Respawn LAN is both sponsored by both Thermal Take as well as Gigabyte. These guys help make this event very, very successful. There is also a Steel Series booth down here as well, so come down, check them all out. Some of the latest products are going on in some of these booths. But back to the game, and you just have a look down the bottom. Luna gets pawned now by the Naga Siren, and there goes the thing. And we do have the toss goes up, and Earthshaker's going to go down as well. So that's 7 kills. All of them have been down in this bottom lane for Proudly sponsored by Centrelink. Sorry guys, silent casting makes my mouth a little dry. But and the shout out from Kit Fox down there. And they are going back down on the Keeper of the Light again. The Keeper of the Light's going down. This tri lane is just finished. There is nothing they can do down here anymore. They should just give it up. Give up the tower. Try and get the Luna. Swap over with the Bristleback. And the silence goes out. And it does look like Invoker's going to be able to get up. Clockwork manages to pick up the Bristleback. I thought that lane would be a lot more passive than it was. Did he pop his ultimate? No. He kept his ultimate. He just managed to just go in, not even cog him. There's no cogs. He doesn't. How the hell did the Bristleback die? I don't understand. And now Viker kills Lightlesser in the middle lane. There is just mayhem now going on all over this map. The laning phase is not going to last very, very long at all in this match anymore, and we got the Invoker. He's going to be able to push down in this middle lane very, very quickly. How many points in Exhort does he have? He's already got up to 4 points in Exhort. Does have the one in the Wex just in case he needs to go Walk with one in Quas. But we will shoot back down to the bottom lane. We do have Luna. Luna is down here by himself, and there you go. Finally, we do have the Earthshaker as well as the Keeper of Light now go up into the top lane and try and make sure this Clockwork doesn't get as fat. But he's already got Phase Boot. He's got a Magic Wand. Magic Stick. A couple of Ironwood Branches and a Stout Shield. He's going to be very, very hard to kill already. There we go. He's just going to lock straight in there. He goes straight down on the Earthshaker. Earthshaker couldn't get the Fisher out because he was getting stunned up by Battery Assault, but he will manage to get away. Invoker. My god, it kills the Silencer in mid as well. He is just cold snapping and then using Sunstrike on the Silencer. Silencer has no chance whatsoever of coming back into this lane. Silencer mid, he really needs a very, very good early start or else he's got no chance. The bottom tower does finally go down here. So, around about minute 8 instead. And it does look like they're not going to stop here. They are going to go. It's going to be interesting. Will this Tiny rush up an Aghanim Scepter? We'll find out in a second. It looks like he's going to buy a point booster. Yes, no. He's just going to run through. He really wants to just try and dive in as quickly as he can on top of this Luna. He's going to run past the tower. And it does look like they're just going to come running straight down. And oh my god, Tiny out of position. He's managed to get himself all locked up here. He will end up going down to Luna. Luna does manage to pick up a kill, but she will trade her life for it. And that will be the end of that. And even when they have the best initiation possible, they manage to do it, they still only just trade a kill. And Invoker will get the last hit on that tower. He is going to be perfectly fine getting away from that. Does already have his Phase Boots. He should be able to... Oh no, he's going straight in for a Yule's. So he is only about 175 gold off getting that Yule Scepter. He just needs the... Void Stone. It does look like we're up at top lane, and we do have Clock. He is trying to get around on him, and will that Sunstrike hit? No, it won't. But he is trying to run around the tower. There is no more else, and he is going to manage to get it. Will the Clock trade his life for it? He is Phase Booting away. No, he just pops the Magic Stick. He is going to be able to get out of here, and it does look like just a mini one. There wasn't enough time to charge up enough power, so that Clock is going to Phase Boot away. He is going to be perfectly fine. Clock, you can't chase down that far. Coddle. Coddle is going to manage to get himself away, and Nug is going to be on his ass trying to follow him down. And there we go, charge up. There's only 1 point in that, 2 points in Chakra. He did point 1 point in Mana Lake just to try and get rid of some of it, but I don't think that's helped out too much. But we do have Luna. She is going to be walking up into the jungle. She has picked up some Tranquil Boots, still only has 2 tangos. At 9 minutes in, your Luna is this poor. There is nothing you can do. And there we go, dive under the top tower. Earthshaker will go down. The 2 supports, and that's going to be the end of those 2. Completely gone straight away. And there we go. We do have the Nagasira, and she's going to pop the sleeve. They are all coming back in, and there goes the Battery Assault, as well as the Cogs. And Tiny, you got to get out of there, son. And Bristleback will go down. Tiny is going to survive. He is going to manage to pick up. Oh, sorry, the Wisp does pick up the Luna there. It is 18 for 2, 10 minutes in, and I like to give everyone a fair chance, but this game is done. This is over. Your Clockwork is 4-0-2. Right now, I mean, like, you've got nothing you can really do about it. If I hit over there, you have a look. There's only been 2 kills, 1 on the Luna, 1 on the Keeper of the Light, and there's just so little they can do right now. They're just walking around as a unit, basically taking out whatever tower they want, whatever they want to do. And it does look like they want to push down on this top tower, or no, they're just going to be pulling back. And we do have pings going out down here on the Clock. Clock will pick up a Haste Rune. Yes, no, maybe. I think he's just trying to hold it. Who's got a bottle on that team? Who really does have a bottle on that team? Sorry. That one. Keeper of the Light has a bottle. So the Keeper of the Light's going to come down. She's going to tether up He might use it. There we go. And there we go. The fight comes out again. Right over there. Waited too long. Battery stop. The toss up. Clockwork will manage to go down. The triple kill for Invoker. Sunstrike, Meteor, as well as the Deafening Blast, just absolutely kills them down. And there we go. Oh, Bristleback is just going to get away perfectly fine. Ultra kill now for the Invoker. He does have a little bit of time. He might try and switch over to the Sunstrike. He's still got 10 seconds on it. Bristleback, they know where he is. They're following him down. If he can pick his spot, waiting right till the end for that Invoker, manage to get that Sunstrike back up. Invoker, how much time does he have? How much time? There we go. The Sunstrike's going off. But no, he actually just does it in the thing. He doesn't... He thought he might have TP'd back, but there's no TP on top of that Bristleback. Bristleback still only with boots 1, has no idea. Tower's now going down in the mid lane. That's the tier 2 gone. Shadowblade up for Tiny, as well as a Soul Ring for Wisp. A Soul Ring for Wisp? Really? Bottle and Soul Ring. So that Wisp trying to get what he can. As much mana as he can, probably for that overdrive, but that does take away a bit of his health as well. And there we go, Shadowblade out from Tiny, not using one of his TPs. We do have Wisp there, he does have ultimate up. They're TPing in somewhere, they're TPing up on top, and will they be able to pick it up? The silence does go off, and that's Luna's not going to be able to... Oh, there we go, and the silencer just manages to walk in. Didn't know about the Shadowblade of Tiny, and Tiny just walks straight in there and absolutely annihilates him, and then gets straight back out with the Wisp ultimate. Perfectly fine. There we go, Clockwork Latch goes straight down onto the Earthshaker. Earthshaker is going to end up going down from that, and they're trying to get through those cogs, but they keep getting pushed back. And there we go, Shadowblade. Is that a Shadowblade on? No, it's just an invisibility rune. And there we go, we do let it go through. Sunstrike comes through from the Invoker. Invoker does manage to pick up that kill with it, and in the meantime, Invoker's still pushing down to that battle lane. This is the worst thing about Invoker. He's so hard to get. He's always down one of the lanes. He doesn't even need to be in the engagement. That Sunstrike can just do so much damage. He's almost maxed out his quads. What's the damage on that now? 412.5 pure damage. One more level and he's going to have that up to 475 pure damage, and it's going to hurt. Especially, you have a look at the silencer. That's half a silencer's health just gone in the single instant. There we go, we do have the Luna. Luna is there. Earthshaker, Fisher does come out. Overdrive is going, and will they get the kill? Yes, they're going to be able to get it. IO picks it up with that one of his Wisps that are going around him. Just manages to pick that up. But I don't see there's much that NOT111 can do at the moment. There's just an absolute pub stomp going right now from, proudly sponsored by Centrelink. They're just going through, and there we go. You have a look, and he just walks out, but there's a Shadowbladed Tiny just sitting there. He's going to pick up that kill so easy, and it's just like absolutely blows up. The burst damage that's coming out from Tiny right now is absolutely huge. He's just got max points in Avalanche, max points in Toss, as well as 2 points in his ultimate. That Toss is doing some big damage. There you go, 225 just goes straight out. Fisher does come down from the Earthshaker. Tiny is going to run out of there. He's going to be perfectly fine. Wisp bottle up a little bit, or going to pop an Urn Charge. There we go, pops an Urn Charge on himself, tethers to the Tiny. Tiny's going to be able to heal up pretty well from that without a single issue. There we go, Shadowblade now on the Tiny. Tiny's running all the way up there. He's going to find straight up. The tether guys go off, and he's just going to toss straight into those the two over there, and just everyone's blowing up completely. I can't believe there's been no GG call. It is 31 for 4, soon to be 32 for 4 with the death. But Tiny taking a lot of damage now from that tower. He does manage to Shadowblade out of that. He's going to be fine. Getting away out of there, and there we go. There goes the Avalanche. Toss goes in, does manage to pick up the ultra kill there, but unfortunately the Wisp does end up getting killed. He does buy back straight away though. Tiny, how's that Tiny looking? Still only just has that Shadowblade, has 3.1 thousand gold on him right now. He's going to be one lonely Forge Spirit coming out right now, and there goes the toss straight in, and the Clockwork's just going to come in and just absolutely wreck face with the Invoker. Invoker picks up another double kill, and the Latch straight back over right now to the is he going to be able to pick it up? All he needs is one little thing, and the Urn Charge will go off. IO will pick that up with the Urn Charge, and meanwhile the tier 3 tower will be going down in mid lane, and I don't think there's really much that can happen here. It's 36 for 6 there, 30 kills in front. There we go, the Tiny does got to jump in. He's got a Shadowblade as well as a Blink Dagger now, yes. He has a Blink Dagger as well, so he can just initiate as hard as he wants, and the Bristleback's going to go down. They've got to watch out about attacking his back. I will go down. Was split between them though. The tier 3 tower is still going down. I wonder if Tiny's going to pick up an Aghanim Scepter. But there goes Lunar Eclipse. But there's too many creeps around. It won't do enough damage. Plus, Luna is only, what, level 7 compared to the level 14 going out from the Invoker. Invoker picks up a double kill with a fantastic Sunstrike, picking up both the Earthshaker as well as Luna. And, yeah, this just looks like a pub stomp. This looks like Na'Vi versus me. Just... there is no chance for these guys. And there we go, Blinding Light does come out, but there's not much. They're not going to be able to hold on too much for this, and it looks like there's pings coming out to defend their thing. And this tier 3 tower is going to end up going down. Like, even if they try and hold near the tier 3 tower, they're not going to be able to do much. And there we go, Bristleback is going to miss Sunstrike right now, but the Cold Snap will come out. Cold Snap going out. Luna will get Yules up into the air. Menelik does go out. Where's a Clockwork Clash? Where is that? It's going down on the Luna. Clockwork is latching in right at the back. Deafening Blast goes down, and unfortunately Keeper of the Light will go down, and Clockwork will pick up a double kill now on the second one on the Bristleback, and this is going to be the mid barracks. Unless Clock just wants to jump out and just grab someone else now. What has the Clock got? Look, Clock does have an Aghanim Scepter, so that cooldown is ridiculous at 12 seconds. He can hook whenever, basically, he wants right now. And the Ha-Ha is now coming out from throwing keyboards on the Luna, and they're just going to keep going down on the tier 3 Rex. And there we go, he just jumps back in on the Keeper of the Light, but he is going to go straight down. And oh, Clock, you're in a lot of trouble. You're under the tower, and you are going to go down. Silencer manages to pick up a kill on him. 476 gold he manages to pick up for that one. We do have the Yule Scepters up in the air. Deafening Blast as well as the Meteor going down. And this Bristleback, he is going to go down. And Luna might be able to pick up kill. And oh, the sleep comes out from Naga. Doesn't want them to die, even though. And oh, Tiny's just picking up kills right down here in the lane. And there we go. We do have Luna. She is in a little bit of trouble. Toss goes up. Tiny will pick up a double kill. And they're going straight back to the barracks. It looks like this is just going for kills right now rather than trying to win. And the Clockwork Latch will go in. Looks like they're just trying to absolutely decimate these guys. So they've got no chance whatsoever of like having any sort of like hope or morale at all. Just call the GG, please. You know, it's so sad, and it looks like something's going on down there. There's a bit of yelling and screaming and carrying on going out in the pit. We are on the stage up here at Respawn. If you look up, it'll be on the right hand side. You'll be able to check out everything that's going on down here as well. And it looks like the Tiny has been silenced up, but he's not going to worry too much about that. He has been disabled though, so he can't really tag. There we go, he's going to be okay now. Lunar Eclipse going off. It has done a lot of damage to Clockwork. Clock might be in a little bit of trouble. We do see the ult go down from the Earthshaker, and oh, managed to get both of them out. The Wisp TPing straight out, but we do have the Tiny. He's just going to be going straight down on the tower. He has picked up an armlet. So he's going to be able to beat down on the Ancient now. And this is going to be GG. These guys played it out to the end. They fought to the end. But, no, there we go. The GGs do come out. It is 57-8. This was just one absolute hell of a stomp. But well done to proudly sponsored by Centrelink for putting up, for just fighting through and just good gameplay, being able to pick out positions. Bad luck to NOT111. They will be dropping down into the lower bracket. There's your game scores, ladies and gentlemen. You can have a look at them at your own leisure. I am Gamestah's RagnaroK. I am here at Respawn Land. Don't forget, guys, if you want to come down and you live in the Melbourne area, come down to La Trobe University at Bundoora. Come up, say hello. We are in the Union Hall. Respawn's held here once every quarter of the year roundabouts here. And they always do a bang up job. There's about 400 odd people, 500 odd people out in the land right now, all playing games, all playing competitions, sharing whatever they want to share. Come down, say good day, and I will be back with more Dota 2 action for you guys shortly.